Yo, whoa. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah,
Yo,
I was
people.
thinking, what's going on, bro? Malfunctions and that. It's calm though.
Spooky,
Hey,
spooky. What's going on, people? Back again for another footy talk. Yo, deluded, what you telling me, bruv? Mbappe to Arsenal on that, bruv. What you
I'm
telling me
here for the
straight with?
shameless content and getting engagements and that, but we know that's not happening. The dream is free. The hospital sold separately. If he wants to do this on-rating and wear number 14, great. But we all know he's going Madrid or something like that, man. It's case
Yeah.
closed in that regard.
Well, man out here lying on him. You know them one. Same way I see Jose. Jose said all this unfinished business to Man United things a myth. He never said it. You know them ones, and the Mbappe on reading, I can't see him saying anything like that, bro. I think it's just, I don't
I
know.
can
I
see him
think it's,
having admiration, but that's as far as it goes, man. He's not landing, is it? Maybe when he's 32 or something, great. I'd
I
love to
think it's
be
just
wrong.
media in blood, you know, like that. The Mbappe to
Exactly.
Arsenal thing don't never make sense because one, the wages are crazy, and two, it's like, bro, let's be real now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he watched
It's a
Henri at
Madrid thing.
Arsenal, what won a couple prems, and that was it. Like,
It's a Madrid thing. That's the man's dream. Like you'd
always.
imagine if he f's around now with the Madrid thing, like their patience already thin because you took them around the houses. We all know the soap opera that was last season or the season before. If you buy them again, it's crazy. And Real Madrid, what they're doing is scary. Him, Vinicius, and the rest of all them young players around, like they've got the best youth project in the world. Personally, man, it's
I
lit.
think it's gonna. I think it's gonna die though. I can't lie. Yeah,
But how though, Rance?
too many chefs, bro.
Fair enough. Yeah, but it seems like it's Madrid though, because you have to act a certain sort of way, and let's be honest, when you're of a certain shade as well, you need to conduct yourselves. And Mbappe is gonna have to be humble because everybody when they think of Mbappe, he goes across as a bit of a spoiled, entitled kid. If you come around with that fuckery, pardon my language, that you was doing at PSG, you've seen what Madrid do. They ran out bail for less than that. You'll get dealt
Mm.
with. You'll get dealt with. Really, I'll be keen to see who's the top done though, because I think everybody can play together. The Rodrigos, the Viniciuses, the Mbappes, and whatnot. But I would like to see who is going to be like the number one. Like obviously, you look at Mo
It
Salah
has
or
to be
Chris.
Mbappe though. It has
This,
to be.
it has to be, but like you can't draw out like Vinicius. He's built this thing really and truly. He's come a long way from Benzema boy in him. Like who's
Real
the
Madrid
top
don't
dog?
care though. This is
That's
the
the
thing
thing.
about Real Madrid, and this is why I say it doesn't work here because it's like people need to understand, yeah, where it's like when you look at the Real Madrid team now, you see Bellingham with like the Brazilian lads, do you know what I mean? And they're doing the family thing, the man them thing, and then what? It's gonna be the Mbappe show when he rolls through. I don't think so. Do
No,
you
but
know
this
what
is
I
going
mean?
to be the first time in Mbappe's life, yeah. And as much as he's special, and I agree with the comment you made about chefs in the kitchen, but this is going to be the first time in Mbappe's life in that you're a world class player, top class player, generational talent, but it doesn't mean anything. If you're the smartest kid in your small town in school and they ship
Mm.
you off to another school with all the youths that are smart and that, are you elite or you average? Like, so what? That's got you in the door now, isn't it? You're going to have to be humble, especially because for me, he's going to have to really, away from his ability, let's be honest. You imagine the Madrid fans are a bit side eyeing him after the antics he's pulled, and you're gonna have to do the business, man.
No, 100%, bro. So it's gonna be interesting. I just trying to work out, like, because, bro, man knows what his ego's on, and then also you got the Endrick thing as well, the young G that's come through already. He's already got the Brazilian community there waiting for him. You know, like that man's gonna come in, do the little brother thing, and learn from these players. Mbappe's gonna want to be the main guy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Obviously, he's
to be
not gonna
humble.
get his number 7 because Vinicius ain't giving that up. I wouldn't think. Um, he's gonna have to play down the middle as well. Because Vinicius can't be giving up the left wing. Furthermore, yeah, the formation they play, they're gonna have to change the formation again
I'd
for
have to
him.
make it work, man, because
They're gonna have to
obviously,
change the formation
yeah.
for him. They can't do this. The formation that they're playing right now, unless they drop Rodrigo, maybe. And it's like, why would you drop Rodrigo? Like Rodrigo scored some important goals for them in important games in the Champions League and stuff like that. Do you know
As
what I
you
mean?
say,
Someone.
someone's gonna have to hold it, but like someone's gonna have to hold that. And to be fair, even with Rodrigo, I think they could all coexist, man. I think there's rotation to be had with Vinicius and Mbappe. Obviously, Rodrigo has said he's played up front at times. I don't like to play up front. He can play up front as well as on the flanks. You look at their midfielders, and it'll be keen to see because you said it there. It's like you got the Brazilian dons there. Obviously, he's got Mbappe's got two of his killies there, and Camavinga and Tchouaméni as well. So it'll be very interesting, really. I'd imagine they both put their egos to the side to achieve stuff for Real Madrid, but we have to see it play out, man. But it's bad news for the rest of the world, really, because hey, they got too many great players. or great players in the
bro.
making.
And Alfonso Davies as well. They're signing for,
Apparently, yeah,
bro. That's a wavy signing for them. I can't lie. That's demon time if they get
bro.
him.
Infinity Stones, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't lie. If they get him and Mbappe, bruv, they're set up here to dominate, especially that Spanish
Long
Barca.
before Carlos gone, it's peak for Barcelona. It's peak. If
Barca
any,
are fresh.
obviously, Barca can't grab Mbappe, but they should be trying everything to financially afford that because you probably need him more. Well, you do need him more than Madrid, essentially. Like you do. Like we already know. Like it's. I don't really care about the Spanish league, but it's like whether you as an Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, whatever fan that has you, when the fixture list was announced, you pre your team, but you wanted to know when El Clasico was on. Now nobody really cares. I don't care if I do a watch along for it, great. But I'll watch the highlights. Like, please, it's bad news if you're Barcelona. It's bad. Like I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's
Yeah, it's horrendous news for them, bro, because they can't compete
horrendous.
financially, and it's like, yeah, they're not really gonna get much better. Cool, Xavi leaves, who comes in? Well, Arteta, like,
And
do you know what I
it's
mean?
not even that they're a mess upstairs, bro. So like, it's a mad thing. It's an absolute mad thing. I wonder if Madrid will still try and buy Haaland, or is that keep Haaland at City for a few more years, or does he go elsewhere? I don't know.
You know what it is with the Erling situation, yeah. People done the Real Madrid thing, bro. They forget that his dad played for Man City, bro. Like, you know them ones. He probably grew up a Man City fan. I don't think he's in a hurry to leave, bro. I
Got
really
no
don't.
reason to, really
The
and
bro
truly.
just won a treble, blood. Like, while he's winning trophies,
Learning
I
from
don't
Pep
think
and that.
he's thinking about leaving Man City, bro. I don't think so. I think that's media talk, bro.
But when you look at his deal and the way they've organized his release kind of clause, like it felt like when you read the Athletic, like the premise was if you want to go Real Madrid, you can. But yeah, like it'll be interesting. As you said, there's no need for him to leave. His dad played for City. I think technically he's born in England. Obviously,
He was
not played
born
for
in
them.
Yorkshire, bro. I think
Yeah,
when his
this is
dad was
it.
at Leeds or something.
England should have done the Bandulu, really and truly. Like what you see with a couple Afghan countries, should have
Should
done a
have done it.
Bandulu. Should have,
Should have
but
done it.
they'd be keen to see, man. And even that, Barcelona you got to go and get Haaland then, or the next guy that's spoken about like this really in these lots of realms. It's peak. It's peak for European football, but it's peak for Real Madrid. Obviously,
Trust me, bro. Man City are our only hope of stopping Real Madrid, yeah, from getting all the Infinity Stones, blood. Like
I
that
can't lie. I'd
for
rather
now.
Real Madrid go do them things there, man. Like City already cheating the game. Like, can you
No, I
imagine if
hear
they
that,
got
but
Kylian?
they're both scumbags, though, innit? Like
Yeah,
when
but
you look
City's
at it,
bullies in this league, man. I don't really care about
yeah.
Spain. That's some out of town shit, man.
No, you're right. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones where I think Erling's gonna chill. I think the Mbappe to Real Madrid thing, it could work, but I don't see it. I don't see it working. I feel like someone's gonna have to get sacrificed, or a couple people have to get
Eventually, yeah.
sacrificed because, bro, like this is a different era as well, bro. Remember back in the day, forget the Galacticos didn't really win anything, yeah, because they were up against a formidable Barcelona side. But what people are forgetting now is in the age now of social media, everyone wants to be the guy, bruv. You know, like that. Everyone wants to be the guy. And this is what it is. It never used to be like that. And that's why when people were saying, oh, like, I don't understand why Neymar left Barcelona. I understand why he went to
They
Barcelona.
violated him, bro. He
Because he
played a
was
key
like,
part
yo,
in their comeback, and it was
and they've
all
been
it's
rubbing
messy.
him
It's all
out.
messy. Yeah, yeah.
And they've
Like I
been
said,
rubbing him
obviously,
out.
he made the wrong move. You know, he left wifey for a dead thing, but he's calm. Live and learn.
But that's it. You know what I mean? They were rubbing him out. And he said, listen, I want my own team. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the guy somewhere because I'm not really getting appreciated here.
I
And
just
that's
want my damn
exactly,
respect, bro.
that's
Like,
it. And that's what's gonna happen. And bro, like as men as well, respect is one thing, bro. Man will die for their respect, blood. You know, like
man,
that.
have died
So,
for their respect.
but that's it. So when you get people like Vinicius, if all of a sudden, yeah, when he's doing the mad thing, all of a sudden he's got to play second fiddle to Mbappe. Yeah, it'll be all smiles at the beginning until
Yeah,
it's not, blood. You know them ones, and
yeah.
all of a sudden he's upset.
It's
So
a
now
frenemies thing.
Rodrigo's upset because his brethren's upset. Then Hendrick's upset because his brethren's upset.
Hendrick, you
And
need to be easy as well. Hendrick, play your position, man. Because
but
I've
that's
seen your
it.
streams, Hendrick. You can go. It's two paths for you. You know, if you do this thing properly, you can have a great future. If you do what you're doing, it might not last long over them
Bro.
sides, man.
But this is football, innit? Like, not everyone can be the guy. And I don't believe, yeah, that you can have multiple players in a team that is the guy. It just doesn't work like that, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not the dynamic of anything. That's not the dynamic of anything. So it's one of them things where I think as long as they win initially, they might be all right. But if initially it comes in, yeah, and they're starting to struggle and they get a few bad results, you're gonna start seeing people looking at each other like, yo, we was all right, you know.
And this is what's going to happen. Like, you're going to go through good and bad moments. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows when Mbappe signs. Like, there's going to probably be. I'm not going to say Mbappe hasn't had scrutiny in his career, because he has. But this is where now you're not the golden boy at Monaco. You're not the big bad dog in PSG, where they're 9 times out of 10 going to win Liga and really just judged on the champs. Everything you do is going to be scrutinized now, and you're going to be one of the fall guys. You're not the first. You're not the last. If you win stuff, you get your praise. If not, you're one of the first they're looking at. But be keen to see. I just know I'm getting a Real Madrid shirt. I can't lie to you. I'm part of this waviness. I'm throwing the Barca ones away.
You're a madman, bruv.
Listen, I don't know what Arsenal's on, but I need to be involved in some Champions League victories and stuff. When they got bare black dons as well, so I'm involved, man. I'm involved, bro.
Bruv, I don't know who you, man. I don't know. I don't even know what you lot are looking to do. I can't lie, bruv. I keep seeing multiple stories about what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Obviously, Arteta's come out and said that Mbappe is not happening. Obviously, we knew that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, right, if you don't win anything this season, which to me is looking that way, like, where do you go, bruv? Like,
go again, innit? Pull up your big boy pants and go again. Figure out why the hell it went wrong and go again, because we ain't got no other alternative, man. Like, change the plans, do something, man. I don't know what to tell you, Rants, but just make something happen. Simple.
That's mad, bro. Like, what is it? We're going again with Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus, blood, leading the line for another title.
Big up Jesus. I don't know the other guy. Shout out Eddie, but yeah, man, you need to go to schools and colleges and talk. We don't need you for the football thing next year, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's looking a bit mad.
Bring me a winger and a strike and a centre mid, man. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for too much in this life.
So then who gets dropped then? Gabby Jesus goes to the wing, or does he go to the bench?
Make you fight in it. Like, if you fight in it, like, fight, bro. If you can rotate, sign yourself, bro. Like, sign yourself.
He was fighting at City. He never came to Arsenal to fight,
blood. I don't care, fam. Like, you got
to Arsenal for the soft life, blood.
If he scored 20 odd goals, then this ain't a factor, really. You know, I've got a lot of love for Gabriel Jesus. I think he's a quality player, but you know, you've shown that you're not a strong goal scorer. We need to, in life, you need to learn from what other people are doing. It would have been very romantic if we signed Jesus. He done all the things he was doing at City as a main don, scored the goals and whatnot. But we've seen that if we was relying on you to score goals, it's not going to happen. So logically speaking, let's look. We're not City, but look at what City did. They utilized Jesus in certain games. You're a great squad player, and they made up the difference elsewhere. That's what we need to do. If Jesus got issue for that, then you know what to do in it, really and truly. Is facts over feelings. Like, I'm not here to make friends. We're here to win stuff or attempt to win stuff, and that's what's going to have to happen, really, if I'm honest with you, man.
No, 100%. 100%. Nah, it's brazy. Obviously, you lot absolutely slumped West Ham, and now your fans are dreaming.
I ain't even watched football in a minute. What happened there? What? We're done. Bursting
bubbles. Man are dreaming of the title. Had West Ham fans in Westfields, blood, at half time, bro.
I don't know about that, man. I'm just living and maintaining, but we're just enjoying what we're enjoying. But 12 points from 12 is we're doing things, you know. Just living and maintaining.
Hey, did you watch the AFCON thing, bro? I've been telling man about this scrub Osimhen, you know, blood, and I've been getting, bro. Listen, I've been getting hate from.
Bro, you reckon that's deep, man?
He's an absolute scrub, bro. How could you score one goal, in the whole tournament, and get to the final, and you play for Nigeria? You don't play for Guinea or something, you know. Like, man's playing for big Nigeria, you know.
But you know why he lost that, innit?
What's that?
You know why he lost, innit? Because he wasn't being humbled. If you remember, like, when they got to the final, he was doing the Instagram lives, chatting, saying, we're going to bring it home. We're going to bring it home. God, if the football gods will always shine on you negatively if you do that. Win the thing and then talk crud.
Yeah, win it first, bro. But that's
win
the
it
thing.
First, bro.
Yeah, but this is the problem. Like I said, we're now in an era where football fans don't watch football no more. They're just looking at stats, bro. And in his head, he thinks he's better than he is, innit? So that's why man could be doing them cheeky things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? He forgets that football's played on grass, blood. And you know what I'm saying? And then man has to hold on. And this is what it is. You know? Bro, that's what I'm saying. And you're crying in front of your family. Like, this is exactly what happens, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I call it. That's crazy.
No, but that's what it is, bro. And now they're saying, they're looking at him to replace Mbappe at PSG, bro. Osimhen, bro, why would you do that? He's gonna cost a good 100 buff, you know, for nothing.
P's been in the league before. Bread, innit? I'm still having him at Arsenal, but boy, it's gonna have to
having him at Arsenal to do what though? This is what I'm saying. To do what?
Just let a man dream, innit? Like, we did bro, I just believe in Osimhen in it. I don't think he's as good as people make out, but I definitely think from what I've seen, you can bring something to the table. Let's be honest, if the bar is just obviously we know a Mikel Arteta system, you got to do more than scoring goals. But if the bar, if the bar was that, then it's on the floor at Arsenal with our strikers, bro. You've seen a certain one played all right against Liverpool in a false nine position, but goal scoring, it's not that. I just want someone that I just believe can score goals, bro. Like you've seen at Man United when you had Van Nistelrooy, we had Thierry Henry. Obviously, of recent years, we had Aubameyang. It feels different, pause, when you've got a man that you know is going to be, he might not win the Golden Boot, but like,
he's going to be in the
historically,
combo.
Exactly, there's Kane's, the Salahs, he's in and around it. Goals win games ultimately, bro. So there's no way around it. I just need to see a striker. If it doesn't work, we'll deal with it, innit? But it's clear, it's quite clear beyond the obvious what my football club needs if we're going to attempt to go to the next level. And that's a striker, that's another winger. For me, 2 midfielders. But if one comes in, fair enough. Probably need to look at a backup keeper. And I don't have any names, but if you could find me a Timber, Tomiyasu, versatile defender, then these are steps in the right direction for me anyways.
Yeah, but the thing is, we talk about guaranteed goal scorers, but really, they're not many that exist in the game, bro.
So
there's not many exist in the game. Yeah, but this is why Ivan Toney's at a premium now, blood, because it's he's a proven Premier League goal scorer, and in today's market, yeah, where can you go and find that?
You're scratching your head. You can probably just about name 5, if anything. And all of them, obviously, every signing in general brings a risk, and every striker brings a risk. Whether we talk about Vlahovic, Toney, Osimhen, whoever, they've all got their pros, they've all got their cons. But fundamentally, we don't know how it's going to bang. And when you look at the Osimhens, the Vlahovic's, and the Tonys, the ones that are more or less linked with Arsenal, as we all know here, you can't correlate paper talk to actually what's going to happen. But you look at all of them. Obviously, they're all 3 different players. They've all got similarities, but they're all very different. And
when you look at
exactly, and when you look at Arsenal, like obviously it's deeper than just scoring goals, but you could argue, be devil's advocate, and say scoring goals is not the most important job of the striker. Or Havertz doesn't play up there. Jesus doesn't play up there. Trossard's a bit different because he can score, but he wouldn't necessarily be the striker. So it makes me scratch my head and think, what does Arteta genuinely want? And I wish I could be a fly on the wall at London Coley in those conversations with Edu to get exactly that.
No, 100%, bro. And that's the thing. You need to work out what kind of striker you want. But also, it's like, I don't think that the 9 at Arsenal not scoring is that much of an issue. Yeah, the issue is, like your wide players ain't scoring that much, like that, and that's the thing, and that just highlights the 9s, because when you look at most clubs and that, they're not reliant on their 9s to score.
But unless you got a Mane or a Salah, which I'm loving what Saka's doing. Got a lot of love for Martinelli, but they're still trying to become that. Then what we're doing is arguably flawed. Then really and truly, like that's why I think we need a striker. I do think striking doesn't necessarily solve all our issues. You could argue, that we probably overestimate our need for a striker. But if we've got young, volatile wingers, and for as much as I've got a lot of time for Gabriel Jesus and Trossard when he plays there, and Havertz is Havertz, but he does do some things decent, ultimately goals win games, they're not going to do that. City are an anomaly because without Haaland, they were still bagging. But Pep still found the need, for whatever reason, to say, I need this goal scorer in my team. Liverpool, they've had Mo Salah with the goals he's bringing. That's allowed Firmino to kind of just do Brazilian stuff. As I said, you got to learn from people that have done it. You either do the Liverpool thing, you do the City thing. What we're doing is getting us to a point, but in terms of bridging that gap and stuff like that, boy, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but you know what? With the Erling situation, I don't think that Pep was like, yo, get me Erling Haaland. I think it was a thing where they said to City, yo, he's available. Do you want him? And Pep said, all right, cool, I'll take him. Like that. Because off the back of winning a Premier League, I doubt Pep was like, all right, cool, I just need a goal scorer, bro. Because, bro, they always find goals. The one thing about Man City, yeah, if you look at
all around the team, fam.
Exactly. Look at De Bruyne, you look at Foden, you look at Mahrez. All these men are going to score 15 goals plus, like that's what. Bruv, their midfielders score 15 goals, like Man City. Yeah, so it was one of them ones where, bro, it's crazy, yeah, how, like, even when man saying Pep wanted Kane, yeah, bro, Harry Kane is not a stand on the last man centre forward. Harry Kane's a link player, yeah.
Spurs fans used to get angry at him for dropping too deep and doing.
He would have fit into that City system a lot more smooth, probably, because
and that's what you said it there, bro. Like that's what football fans need to get over. Like strikers or the top strikers, even Højlund, who I know I've said he'd be all right. You don't really feel him, but no striker in today's day and age is just standing on the centre backs. You can't. It's the game has left that. You need to be more. We live in a day and age. You're typically football teams' first attacker is a goalie. You know, when you lot signed Onana, when we signed Raya, the biggest things were not necessarily the saves, it was how good they are with their feet. Jesus is spoken about as a defensive forward, obviously because he doesn't score goals, but you can get the point. This is where we're in. Obviously, individuals will always make the difference, but you know yourself, the game's gone to crap, bro. Like, it's all about systems now. It's just systems. Systems make the players now, rather than having the players making the systems. Like,
Yeah,
football's
but
really
that's
gone out
it
of
now.
control.
You pick the best players for the systems instead of
There you
picking the
have it.
best players. That's where football's gone. You don't pick
Exactly.
the best players no more. And then that's when you get all these football fans talking about, oh, yeah, but this player is more effective and that. It's like, nah. The most effective player is the better player, bro. But the problem is, yeah, you're supposed to build systems around players. That's what you're meant to do.
Facts.
You're not meant to have a system and then just put players in and say, all right, cool. Hopefully he can do this, he can do that job. That doesn't make no
That's
sense.
why, man. That's why Carlo doesn't get enough praise, because obviously it's a bit of both. You got to bend the system towards the players and vice versa. But Carlo, because Carlo's not wearing them tight tracksuits and talking about expected goals, people don't praise him enough. He gets the players. He has a philosophy of what he wants to do, and then he tweaks little things. And most importantly, he does the Wenger thing, in my opinion. You lot are good players. Go out there and enjoy yourself and do what needs to be done. I think football is a very complicated game, bro. But at the same time, as you know, it's very simple. It's complicated by idiots.
Yeah, but this is it. And it's almost like these managers are trying to prove how smart they are and outdo each other, doing all these fancy things, yeah. And then you see Carlo, yeah. Carlo's bussing the same system that he was
All he does
bussing
is that
for
and some
AC
chewing gum. It's
Milan.
peak.
Bro, AC Milan, the same system, yeah, the same dusty system, yeah. Man just took it out the basement. You get me? And
Exactly.
just put Jude Bellingham in the Kaka role, yeah, and just
Even
said,
the
all
way he
right,
talks
we
about
run that.
Jude Bellingham, people, if Pep or any of these new managers said it, no disrespect to them, people will be clipping it up and waffling about it. He was telling man what Jude could do, and now you're seeing it. Like,
Mm,
but this is
that's
football,
what
man.
I'm
People
saying.
are people like stats without. I'll never look down on stats. I think stats can help you paint a picture, or you can see a picture you're not seeing. But as you probably see, being a content creator, people just bring stats out of context. They don't know what narrative they're trying to push, and any stat can make a player look good or dead. Like, a lot of people, when you give idiots over an overload of information, you get where we're at today, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is the problem, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because even I saw someone online trying to do the comparison with McTominay and Erdegaard, bro, because McTominay got more goals than that. And I was like, bro, McTominay's coming off the bench and scoring headers, and you're comparing him to Erdegaard. And these dumb Man United fans. And this is what I mean. This is why man can't be getting into arguments with people, yeah, because it's like, bro, man are doing the shameless thing. Man are doing the shameless thing, yeah,
That's
on
socials for you,
purpose.
though, man.
Do you know what I mean? And it's dumb. Like, man are just doing anything for engagement. Do you know what I mean? And that's why it's like, nah, bro. Like, man, pride myself in having somewhere where man can sit down and actually talk about football, because most of this
Facts.
football content has nothing to do with football, bro.
Exactly.
Like, stats
Yeah,
don't have nothing to do with ball, bro. Like, do
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're at a game and you're watching football, yeah, you don't have stats in front of you. You can just see who's
Exactly.
playing well and who's not. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Because like these Man United fans will try and talk about like GA and all these other things. Yeah, Kobe Mino, yeah, our young youth, yeah, he don't put up no stats, bro,
He's
and
not going to be a man
he's
that's
just
going to
balling
get
out.
goals and assists, but he's a fucking brilliant footballer.
And that's
Like,
what I mean. He's balling out. He's not a stats man. He'll never be a stats man.
just give him a football, let him work his magic, man. Special
Well,
player.
there you go. But that's what I mean. So these man can see that he's a baller. Do you know what I
But
mean?
these
But then,
lot love footballers to a abnormal amount. Like, it's not. It's gone beyond. Like, people are too tribal. Like, you don't love the footballer. You must love them more than their wives. Like, it's crazy
mm,
how invested people are into the wrong things, man. Like. But as you said, like at this moment in time, you know, whether you're a content creator, whether you talk football with your friends, protect your peace. If you get a whiff of somebody doing up agendas or not knowing what they're talking about, not necessarily disagreeing, don't engage, man, because it's ridiculous. And you know, we'll be here all day. Every now and again, I think Havertz has got no right, but Havertz has said it, Benzema said it. Almost all of these guys come out and say, I don't think people are watching football. They're just going on live score and looking at player ratings, or if you've scored a goal, you play good. If you don't, etc. Like, even someone like Eddie Nketiah, like, obviously he's not rated, but there's been games I genuinely feel in the last 2 years, keeping it a buck in relation to the game. If you played well, you played well. And he not
yeah,
necessarily scored or got that reward. Sometimes he scored and been absolutely dog shit. People don't care about the actual what has happened, but you know this as well. Like, football's finished, man. It's finished on
nah,
the pitch.
100.
It's finished with the fans. It's done, bro.
But that's what I mean, and it's the social media, and also it's the fact that now, yeah, it's like any and everyone, yeah, regardless of what their experience is, they can amplify their voice to a point where man are actually
Facts.
they're actually influencing people that are a blank slate, you know, like that. So a lot of the new generation that are coming up, the younger G's, yeah, they're listening to these mutants talk rubbish, bro, and they're
And they're
forming
taking it for
opinion.
gospel.
Yeah, they're formulating their opinions from man that don't know nothing about the game, bro.
And
Do you know what I'm saying?
intentionally speaking to drive engagements as well. You know, man say mad
100.
things. The 30 seconds where they said the maddest, that's going online. And again, the flip side of that is, you know, more time people know that the majority of people know that these individuals are chatting nonsense. But in life, people can't help but engage and reply. And ultimately, you're getting them where they want,
Mm,
especially in a day and age where you get paid on Twitter. Like, it's ridiculous, man.
mm.
It's human nature, bro.
100%. And you know what's mad? I see you lot are arguing about Bellingham in the chat and about overrated and not overrated, bro. Listen, someone being overrated doesn't mean they're shit, bro. Overrated means, yeah, you man are talking that he's one of the best players in the world when he's not even the best player in his team. You know, like that. That's what overrated is. Overrated is when you're giving man accolades and putting man in conversations he don't deserve to be in. That's what overrated means. Overrated doesn't mean that a man's shit. But because man, it's funny, man are so defensive, yeah, over footballers, bro. It's weird, fam. Like it's not that deep.
They're in love with them. That's why, man.
It's not that deep, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's really not that deep, bro. Like he's not the best midfielder in his team. He's not the best player in his team, but people will say he's the best player in the world. When 2 seasons ago, man weren't talking about him like that at all. The reason why Birmingham retired his shirt is because the club was in financial problems, yeah, and his transfer fee stopped them from going under. That's why they retired his shirt. It had nothing to do with how good he was as a
Big up,
footballer,
bro,
bro.
man.
You know, like that. So man need to get their facts right, yeah, before they start saying things like, "Oh, he was so good they retired his shirt," like he's Lionel Messi, bruv. No, it
Big up
wasn't that.
Lionel, man.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what man talking about? Like, let's keep it a buck now. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna like it, bruv. Did Everton retire Wayne Rooney's shirt? No, they didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why they retired his shirt. It had nothing to do with how good he was, because he wasn't as good as Rooney, bruv. So I don't understand when people start coming up with these fake narratives, bro. Like, allow it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, stop the nonsense, bro. Like, bro, he's having a good spell on paper at the moment. Fair enough, he's injured. It would look like a horrible ankle injury, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
All
But
the
bro,
best on his return.
what you man are trying to make him into, yeah, he's not that, bro. Bro, man is saying he's not overrated, but man, we're comparing him to Zinedine Zidane, bro.
Pardon me, yeah, that's where I say people are doing too much. For me, Bellingham's. I don't think he's overrated. I can get the narrative of people. I can't talk for the social media doing too much. For me, in my opinion, I think Bellingham, in my immediate reality, is rated where he is. I think he's only scratched the surface for his ability, and I think he's a brilliant player. But as you know, Rants, people do too much, and the same guys that are saying he's better than Zidane, this, that, the other, when he inevitably stops necessarily scoring, but he's having good games, you know, the same energy is going to go to the flip side. They're the same ones that will be saying, you know, he's overrated and doing
Yeah,
the
but he
most.
went through a dry spell the other day, bro. I think
This is it. But people are not watching
I
games.
think he went about 8 games here without a goal. Do you know what I mean?
But this is what I'm saying. Them guys, same guys that are saying he's better than Zidane and all of this, when he's not doing what they're saying, they're going to be the same ones saying he's overrated and he's not good and he's this, that, and the other. It goes back to what you said, man. Just watch football via agendas rather than getting some sort of pleasure from watching this simple yet beautiful game. Man, are just watching with vested agendas. Don't get twisted. You know, you run bants, I run bants. We have a little joke, and you know, this player looks like that. But beneath all of that, we can call things how we see it. Some people are genuinely invested in these things. Like, I don't understand how some football fans on social media overly love certain players to an abnormal level and also hate. Like, some people, is like, you get pleasure over chatting crap. Just get on with your lives, man. But each to their own, innit?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, and that's where the overrated thing will always come from, bro. Like, man get their flowers way too early in football, bro. Way too early in this football, and not even too early, bro. Certain man, yeah, will be balling for 8 years, you know, have a good 6 months, and then all of a sudden, man, you see these preposterous claims, blood, because this is what these men are doing right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So man can say, oh, he's 20, he's allowed to go. Bro, do you know how many years Zidane had to play at the top level before he became Zidane? let that marinate, bro, because you man done the same thing with Luke Shaw, that Shawberto Carlos. Do you know how many
Luke Shaw
trophies,
straight
yeah?
for no
Bruv,
reason.
do you know how many World Cups, yeah? How many Champions Leagues, all these other things, yeah, bro, that Roberto Carlos had to perform in before man could put respect on his name, and then you're giving man that same title after 6 months, bro. It's disrespectful, bro. And it also shows a lack of intelligence from the people that are doing it, bro. Like even Messi and them man say, bro, like, do you know what I mean? It took what 10 years to become an overnight success, and the man will say, oh, the next Messi, bro. Do you know what Messi had to go through to become Messi? Rants, he's only 20. Exactly. Even more reason to keep him away from Zidane conversations. Because the Zidane you remember was not 20 years old. That was a grown man, yeah, that had teams on his shoulders,
I
put in
can remember when they
big
said like
performances.
I rate Bellingham, yeah, but like people were saying he's better than Cesc Fabregas at his age. I'm sorry, but like
Bruv,
he might go on
Cesc
and have a greater
Fabregas was
career.
better at 15, bruv.
Liz, this is the nonsense. But we live in a day and age where, and it's fans, it's not really the players. If I'm a 16-year-old, I come off the bench, I score, I play well for 20 minutes. I'm the next this, that, the other. I need to get a move to a big club and do this, that, and the third. And then, as you said, people forget the education that goes through being a young player in general. Like it's never gonna change, man. It's never gonna change. People are gonna think what they want, man. So
But that's what I mean. A man ain't saying it's Jude's fault. I'm saying it's you man's fault that are
exactly.
doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you
We're not
man are the
listening.
ones putting that foolishness out on the internet, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then turning around and saying man's not over. He's massively overrated if you're comparing him to Zidane, that played at the top level of the game for most of his career.
He would tell you he's not
Most
in
of
a
his career.
bracket with Zidane at this moment in
Well,
time.
well, there you go. So when man keep doing that and says to man, oh yeah, he's one of the best midfielders or one of the best players in the world, when he's on a team with Vinicius Jr. and all that, man saying that he's carrying Real Madrid. How can you carry a team with Vinicius, Rodri, Cruz, Modric? It's impossible to carry a team with that many good players in it, bro. Do you know what I mean? So you lot are creating a false narrative around him, yeah, which makes him overrated by default. By default. And that's what it is. And it's the same thing. It's like when man watch, yeah, it's just like boxing. Man been saying for ages Deontay Wilder's overrated. Why? Because who is he
Thank
beat,
you.
blood? Because who's he beat?
Just because he
You
does
know,
this street fighter sort of thing, like
that's it. But who has he beat? Look at the resume. Do you know what I mean? Like, who is he for? When I'm looking at Jude Bellingham, he's doing well. He's doing well for a player his age.
living the dream.
Bro, he's doing very well for a player his age. But the players that man are saying that he's better than, that he's not, yeah, because he's scoring more goals than him. It's an insult to the game of football, yeah, and it's an insult to the players that he's being compared to. Even when you look at ballers like Vinny, bro, like Vinny had an awful start to his career at Real Madrid, bro.
It
But
almost didn't look good for him.
bruv,
Benzema weren't
bruv,
even messing with you. He
bruv,
fought back.
you know, like that.
That's why
It's
he's probably a
crazy,
monster now and unbearable. All the times he had to take shit, bro. He's on the 50 Cent
bro.
thing. I
But
like Vinicius.
Vinny has done a mad thing for Real Madrid consistently, yeah, for years. When they've needed him in big moments, he's shown up and he's done it consistently. And now that's why I'm putting him at the top of the pile as the best player in the game at the moment, bro, because he's done it. Mbappe's done his things for France and that, cool. Do you know what I mean? But that's a stacked French team. PSG needed to win the Champions League for me, yeah, for me to say, all right, cool, because he had Messi and Neymar and still couldn't do it. So, do you know what I'm saying? Mbappe, I'm not putting ahead of Vinny for me. But Vinicius Jr. is the best player in the world for me right now.
He's gonna bring Brazil back, man.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
He's
just
the
hope
best
he
player in
doesn't
the
get the
world for me right
Neymar thing like you're around
now. Yeah.
scrubs, man.
Yeah, 100%. So I can't look at a team, yeah, that has Modric, that has Cruz, that has Rodrigo, that has my man as well, Vinicius, and say that Bellingham's the best player in the world. He's not even the best player in his team, bro. Like, that doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Even when I'm looking at England and stuff like that, and look what Phil Foden's doing at Man City now. Man are gonna say, cool, Jude's better than Foden because he scores more goals than him. Cool, he's not a better footballer than Phil Foden. He'll never be a better footballer than Phil Foden because you cannot teach, yeah, what Phil Foden does. Do you know what I'm
Bournemouth will
saying?
let you
Like,
teach Foden, man.
you know what I'm saying? Like when I watch Jude, yeah, he won the genetic lottery. Him and his brother, 6'3" specimens, can get up and down the pitch very quickly and stuff like that. But when it comes to footballing ability, yeah, they don't have the footballing ability of Phil Foden.
That's not a Foden, not a Foden. Definitely not,
They
man. That's
they
not a
don't have the
shame, bro.
footballing
Bearman
ability.
ain't got Foden's natural ability.
No, but this is it. But this is it. But no, but this is what I'm saying. So when we're talking about best players in the world, for me, I'm looking at footballers, and next man are looking at stats. That's just all it is. Stats don't make you the best footballer in the world. It don't. Because if you're a good finisher and you play in a team, yeah, that creates a lot of chances, it doesn't make you the best footballer in the world. It doesn't make you that. Do you know what I'm saying? So the game is a game, bro. Man said Foden's nowhere near Jude. Blood, see yourself out the chat, bro. I'll be real. See yourself out. Doors always open.
Might give let the manager talk.
No, see yourself out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, like, I swear down, bro, like, this platform's for people that actually understand what's going on in football, bro. If you don't understand, bro, it's fine. Go somewhere else. It's all right. It's all right. Do you know what I mean? But to say, yeah, that Foden, Jude is nowhere near Phil Foden. It's crazy. Our brother that's learned his craft under Pep Guardiola, that's learned his craft with players like David Silva, who's better than any player of this generation probably is gonna be, bro. What is man talking about? Like Phil Foden, yeah, bro, do you know the amount of competition he's had to see off to be starting at Manchester City now? Man underrate what Phil Foden's done. They fully underrating, man are underrating what he's done, bro, because lesser players could have shagged it and said, you know what, I'm not here for this, you know, like I don't really want to fight for my place here. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Easily could have, bro. Lesser players have done that. Lesser players have said, you know what, I don't want to fight for my space. Let me go. And this brother stayed here and he's had to see off Riyad Mahrez. He's had to see off he's had to see off Silva. He's had to see off bare players, you know. Bare players. And now he's here, bro. A man are finally putting respect on Phil Foden's name. And they're going on like he's only just became good. He's been this good for a while, but he had to wait his turn.
Just
Do
needs
you
to
know what I'm
start backing
saying?
his mum, and then he's probably get the respect he deserves.
Bro, this brother, I think this could be his 4th Premier League title or something like that. Or it might even be more than that.
Some people try to be
What am I
footballers.
talking about?
Foden
It
was
might be a
born to
6th
play
Premier
ball.
League title, bro. It might be a 6th Premier League title, you know, if he wins this season. Phil Foden. I'm not even gonna lie. So yes, yeah, 6th Premier League title, bro. Treble winner. A man said he's nowhere near Jude Bellingham. This is crazy talk. This is crazy talk. Bearing in mind that Phil Foden is one of England's best players on the ball, bro. On the ball, bro. Nah, it's not making sense. I'll be honest, bro. He don't get enough respect. So when man talk about overrated in PR, that's another example. Because he should be getting the Bellingham gas right now. Because the guy might win his 6th Premier League title, and he's in his early to mid 20s, bro.
It's completed football, man.
Already just won a treble. No one's saying he's the best footballer in the world because he's not scoring goals. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's how easy. This is how easy this
The
game is.
beautiful game was gone a long time
He's
ago.
23 years old. He can win his 6th Premier League title. Just won a treble. Yeah. He's starting in this Man City team. Yeah, which is star-studded. You could argue this Man City team is better than this Real Madrid team. You could argue that. And no one's talking about him as the best player in the world. But man are going to tell me that the other youth's not overrated. Come on, man. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, man disrespecting the wrong players. A man is saying Southgate might not even start Foden. That's how crazy it is. There's a possibility he doesn't start, you know. There's a genuine possibility he doesn't start. That's crazy. Fuck me, bruv. He's saying he's got 25 GA. Bro, I don't know what GA he's got. Because I know he don't score loads of goals, bro. I know he's going through a nice run of form at the moment. But he's not known to be a goal scorer. That's the one side of his game that he can improve on, his finishing, because he's a bit haphazard with his finishing. But bro, he's an outstanding footballer.
Facts.
Outstanding footballer. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, the game is the game, bro. Man said he's got 75 goals for City. There you go. But he's been playing for City for how many years? And most of the time he hasn't been starting. And if man was saying Foden's one of the best players in the world, yeah, I would be more inclined to listen to it because it would make more sense to me because of how long he's been in the game, how long he's been in the game at the top level, what he's won. his age, all of these things. A man are doing up Zidane chats and that. Like, I'm not here for all that, bro. It's a travesty. It's a travesty to some of the greatest footballers that we've ever seen in this world, bro, and we'll ever see again, bro. I said, where would I start him? Bro, it doesn't matter, bro. I'll be honest, it doesn't matter. Foden has to play. You could start him on the left. You could start him on the left. You can
Think in a
start him on.
Southgate system, realistically, even though like he should be playing out wide, I understand playing experienced players, but I think Foden should be playing in the middle. But I
Yeah,
think
but
he's
if he
going to
plays in
go.
the middle, he has to drop Bellingham then.
Yeah, and no, he's not going to do that. He's like he's either going to have to Foden. He's going to take a book, a leaf out of the book of Pep, and you're going to play out wide, Foden. I think that's the only way you're going to get into the Southgate team, really, because he's going to go with the builders in midfield.
He should be in the middle, but the thing is, Southgate's a coward. He's a coward, and also with the freedom that Jude plays with at Real Madrid, he's not going to get that freedom for England. And then again, that's when we're going to see. We'll see what man's on for England when he ain't got the freedom of Real Madrid. If he's still scoring the goals that he's scoring at Real Madrid, then fair enough. Complete different system. Could that work? Not really, because Southgate wouldn't allow it to, bro, because Rice don't really want to sit. Bellingham is definitely not going to sit. And Phil Foden, like, it's
He's going to be
defensively
in the pockets.
irresponsible. It's defensively irresponsible. Yeah, I mean, it's defensively irresponsible to play all three of them. But Foden should be down the middle. And you even got players like Madison, ain't going to get a game. So
Should
it's
be in
just
the
one
squad.
of the. Yeah, you should be in the squad. But you've got Madison, you've got Grealish, you've got Saka, you've got Foden. Like, bro, look at all the players that he's got at his disposal, and he's going to go and embarrass us again, bro. It's a given. It's a given.
Scenes when Calvin Phillips starts, man. Henderson.
Bro, he'll go free at the back, bro. As soon as the going gets tough, free at the back, bro. Do you know what I
As
mean?
humans, we're creatures of habit, innit? He's going to revert to type.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if he still takes Kieran Trippier, bro, because he hasn't had a great season. You know, like that. But Southgate will probably still take him. And this is the point. So it's one of them ones where, again, England's system needs to be built around the players they have instead of shoehorning players into systems, which is exactly what Southgate's done as well.
You can't have a conservative manager with these attacking talents, really. Do you know what I feel? I don't think Southgate's the guy, but I'd always try and, to be fair to Southgate, in my 28 years, this is probably the best England have done in terms of there's nothing, they haven't achieved anything but achievement. At the same time, though, you do kind of get into that scenario where it's not going to happen. But I genuinely think England need a Pep or someone like that to get the best out of these exciting talents and have bravery to say, this is what we're doing. I'm not saying for argument's sake, you shouldn't have someone who plays like Henderson or Phillips in the squad. Because as we know with tournament football, you need a couple man like that. You can't always do the wavy thing, but you're not going to get to where you need to over Gareth Southgate. And I don't know who gets the job after him. The Eddie Howes have been thrown into the ring, the Graham Potters, probably missing out another of names, really. And let's be honest, Southgate's a very good mouthpiece for the FA as well. So I don't know, man. I think he's going to walk after the next Euros, but who really knows, man?
Bruv, I don't think he walks, bro. I don't think that this brother walks, yeah. I think that the only way he leaves is a mutual consenting where they say, you know what, all right, that's your lot, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. Why would he leave?
Even a Jose would be the exception because I think the 11 would be bummy and what he would do wouldn't be what people want to see, but Jose would see it through to the end. He would win something. So he's the only one I would say if he's kind of on a Southgate thing, let Jose work his magic because it won't be pretty. He'll get over the line. Apart from that,
Jose's a cup manager, bro, and like tournaments are chess, innit? And Jose's the kind of manager you need to get over the line 100%. Would I take Palmer or Mino? I'd take both of them, bro. This is the thing. If I was England coach, yeah, bro, all these men, yeah, I'm looking at a lot of these ballers and saying, you know what, you had your chance. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the young G's. I'm taking the Cole Palmers. I'm taking the Kobe Minos, bro. I'm taking them. I'm playing Phil Foden centrally. I'm doing that because at the end of the day, players like Henderson and all that, you've had your chance. Even to a certain degree, players like Rashford, Sterling and that, you've had your chance. Do you know what I'm saying? When we've lost in these tournaments, you've been there. You've been there and you've played minutes, bro. And you didn't get us there, bro. So I'm looking at certain man, yeah, and I'm not taking them, bro. And I'll rather take the young G's that are on form, bro. And the thing is also, yeah, I believe that international football, international tournaments, you should be picking players on form. Pick players on form, because if they're playing well for their clubs right now and they're high in confidence, you take them. None of this stuff like, oh, but you normally play well for England. Fuck all that. If you're not playing well for your club, I'm not taking you just because you play well for England normally. No, that's crazy. If a player's not playing for their club, they shouldn't play for their country. Period. Period. Man, don't want to see that. Pick someone that's playing well for their club. Even someone like Ross Barkley. Look at the season he's having.
Doing very
Look
good
at
for Luton.
exactly. Look at the season he's having. He deserves to be in the England squad based on the season he's having. That's how England managers need to pick their teams. Who's playing well right now? You're gonna be on the coach. You know why? Because I know you got the juice right now. You're balling right now. So you play right now. That's what it is, bro. That you don't just pick players because they normally do all right for England, bro. You're not on form. And then I'm gonna put you in a team, yeah, of players that you don't play with every week. You can't even play well in the team with players that you're training with. So why am I gonna throw you into a team with next brothers that you don't play with every week and expect a different result based on the fact that last time 4 years ago with us you done all right, or 2 years ago you done all right? That doesn't make no sense. Pick players on what they're doing right now. If Kobe Mino keeps up his form that he's in now to the end of the season, he has to go. Same with Cole Palmer. It's that simple, bro. Same with Ross Barkley. All these other guys. Reece James has been injured for most of the season. So even if he's fit when it comes to the tournament, I wouldn't take him anyway. I wouldn't take him. Because what's the point? Take him what? What, for Bance? To have Bance with the man them and sit on the bench? Because you ain't played all season.
I'll probably take Reece James. I don't know
I
about
wouldn't.
starting, but
No,
I need that
but just as
longevity.
an example, like the only reason why I would take him is because I got no one else. But I'm saying if I've got someone that I think can do a better job, I wouldn't take him.
I hear that.
Do you get what I'm saying? On principle, England aren't really blessed in that area. They got loads of, you get me? But it's like
Centre
Trent.
half is where, for me, it goes left for England because fair enough, we could talk about the Sakas, the
Yeah.
Fodens, the informed Barclays and all of the Grealish, all of these wavy guys. Central midfield, you got the Bellinghams, the Rices, you got things. Defense, obviously, people can talk about Trent defensively. Centre back pairings, you know Maguire's going to play. Stones is quality. Other than that, you're kind of scratching your head, really. Tomori, I think he's good, but I think he's a bit hyped still. I can kind of get that with Southgate. He should be in
Tomori
the squad.
and Guehi, but you know what it is, yeah? It's like it's John Stones and someone else, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
what it is.
And it's going to be Maguire because, as you said, like Southgate isn't going to change anything up. He's definitely not going to change anything up a matter of months away from the Euros, where there'll probably be like 2-3 friendlies as well. People forget as well what adds to the conundrum of Southgate is it's not like, you know, Pep or Ten Hag or Arteta. They're not working with these boys every week. So when you got a way of playing, players that you think you can trust and know what they're doing, you're going to just run with that, innit? That's why you see people whose form's been atrocious, or you're wondering how the hell did he get called up for England. For me, I think you need a balance. I don't think I could call up all the players I could trust or all the players that are just in form. But I do think where the attackers are concerned, I'm probably more likely to rely on the ones in the purple patch. But that's the thing, Southgate
But that's what
doesn't
attacking's
really have
about.
balance.
Attacking's not about consistency.
Exactly.
It's about who's got the juice right now. Who's balling right now?
As humans, you know yourself, Rants. We revert to type, innit, when things are in danger. So that's why Southgate is doing that. That's why, as wrong as it is, sometimes you see managers getting things wrong and doing the same things again, playing the same players again. Like, it is what it is. And I just don't get, I get the vibe that the FA will sit there and say, you know what, we played an Italy side, we took it to penalties, we played France, penalties were missed, we probably outplayed them in certain aspects. Southgate's kind of quote unquote overachieved. But this is the thing. Like, again, I don't know where I stand on it because nobody expects England to win anything. But when you look at the collection of players, player for player, potential for potential, I'm not here to sing England's praises, but no one can really talk to them. France are France, and there's probably a couple of people, but England, in terms of the names we've been waffling about, they're probably in and around. So it's like, who is going to be the manager? So you either get someone who long-term ties into what me and you have said we want to see, or you get a Jose where we know you might make some unpopular decisions, but results-driven, you're one of the best results-driven managers, get us over the line. I don't know, and I don't get the vibe that the FA know what's going on, if I'm honest. Like, you look at Germany, they probably know who's going to be the next manager. They're probably talking to Klopp and saying, you know what, take your time off. When you're ready, let's do this. Did England have that succession plan? I don't know.
No, they don't, bro. Because the whole FA thing, knowing from even dealing with them directly, bro, it's just a bag of yes men, bro. Do you know what I mean? Southgate's a
Incompetent, yes, man.
yeah, bro. Southgate's just a company man. The reason why he's there is because it's a yes sir thing, bro. He's a bootlicker. That's why he's there. That's why he's there, bro. He can be controlled, and that's why they had to let go of Allardyce quickly because he's unruly, blood. You get me? And that's just what it is with the
They
Sam
set him
Allardyce
up,
doing
man. If
the
someone couldn't
gambling,
believe Southgate got
bro.
that job, I mean,
They
Allardyce
definitely
got that job.
they set Allardyce up. I wouldn't be surprised if the FA set him up.
Yeah,
You know the one, like because they realized that right, we can't control this
he
brother. So
plotted the food on him, and he's
yeah,
done that here, man.
that's
Ride your banger.
they couldn't control him, so they stitched him up. You know, like that, and this is what it is, and it's true. Like they wouldn't want Jose exposing them in a presser because he would do that.
Exactly.
He would
He's
do
done it
that.
before. If he doesn't
Yeah,
feel things are on par,
yeah,
he even said it with the Roma thing. He's like, I got sacked by someone who don't know football and that.
yeah. Facts. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, the England job was always going to go to someone that was controllable. And when you look at the players that Southgate's got at his disposal, you've given the best squad of players that England have had probably in my lifetime to the most incompetent manager that England have had in my lifetime. That anyone could have got England to the semis and the finals, bro, like with the teams and the players that Southgate had, bro. This is not rocket science. This is not rocket science what he's done, bro. If anything, England were winning games, yeah, in spite of Southgate, because you never set up a team with that much attacking talent with a 5 at the back and 2 holding midfielders.
Well,
Why would you ever do that?
the thing is, you could, because as you both know, yeah, it's as attacking or as defensive as you make it. But we go back to what we said. Southgate's a very conservative manager. He always thinks about, the risk of me going forward means I'm just going to double down defensively. You look at when in this day and age, Pep, all of these guys know if we're pressing high, if we're playing inverted fullbacks, if we're doing these things, naturally, or we're playing out from the back, naturally, there's going to be chinks in the armor. This is football. But the pros to doing this outweigh the cons. It's like going into a fight with someone and you're so scared to not get hit, to get hit, you're just ducking and whatever, and they just punch you up. You might as well go for it. If they hit you in your chin and it hurts, but you could land a knockout bang, you could win the fight. But this is the issue.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, bro, listen, the golden generation were mad overrated, bro. Because you know what it is, yeah. There's loads of reasons why they were overrated and people don't talk about them, yeah. Cool. We had some good players in this country, but bro, the caliber of the footballers in the world at the time, yeah. When you look at the other countries had better players than our players, bro.
This is it.
You know, like that. Like it's all good. Yeah, we had Scholes and Gerrard and that, but man had Pirlo and them guys and Totis and all these other guys, bro. The thing it wasn't a level playing field.
To be fair though, them man were pussies. The England squad were pussies.
No, but they were.
Like they were pussies.
But also,
we used to argue with each other. This one played for Chelsea and we was at Man United, so we weren't friends. I hear that, but it's national honor. Put that shit to the side. I know it's not the same. You look at Spain, Real Madrid and Barca, they hated each other. Once you
but they sat at the same table, yeah.
Do your thing. If we're all lit and we all want to die to win and we'll kill each other to win, let's go and kill the pagans. It don't make sense. They're just popping out, man.
100%. But it's like, bro, like we spoke about how good they were, but we never spoke about how good they were in comparison to everyone else.
Yeah, they were little man in this.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Like, what? So what? When you're going up against Nestors and all them man there, do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man are saying, oh yeah, we've got this player and that player. Yeah, but them man have Nestor and them man have Pirlo. Do you know what I mean? And Portugal got Rui Costa and Figo and these man. So it's like, cool, we're good, but look at what they've got.
We're good. Them are great.
Do you know what I mean? Them man had real weapons, bro. And then on top of all that as well, yeah, this English team, yeah, is the most tactically versatile team that we've had. This is why I say this is the best generation of players we've had, because all these men play football for foreign managers. They play in multiple different systems. This is the most malleable England squad. You can play different formations with them. Our team died because we died on the hill of 4-4-2, bro. No holding midfielder trying to shoehorn Lampard and Gerrard in a 4-4-2.
Look how Michael Carrick was treated in this country. He was someone that didn't get an opportunity. Look at actually how people generally rated someone like Xabi Alonso. He didn't play for England, but it's only when he truly left Liverpool and went Bayern and Madrid, people said, "Fucking hell, he's a good midfielder."
England, they weren't rating him like that.
This is why this country will always go backwards, because people don't understand core values of things. It's always just about blood and thunder and passion, and we're England and we could do this and that and the third. And the media kill a lot of their players. You know, Beckham was killed. A lot of players, you know, Sterling's been names gone through the mud. You're set up to fail. And obviously, I don't agree with it. Whether you're scared or not, you should go out there. But I always wonder, like, psychologically, going out there and playing for England with everything we've said, before you've actually gone out in the field to do battle, how much stuff is playing in your mind. And I guess everyone else gets that, but it's ridiculous. Like, you looking in the English league, it should be the byproduct of this foreign managers and all of this. We should be one of the MVPs of the world. Like, you've had Wenger, he's Scottish, but you've had Wenger, you've had Fergie, you've had Pep now, and you know it don't really make sense. And you have to ask yourself, what is England's philosophy? We copied the Spanish. I don't really know what's copied now. Whatever's the in thing is what's copied. Brazilians were copied in the early 2000s. There's no core emphasis of what England want to be around. And like I said, Michael Carrick's the best example. The man's was criminally underrated. Fair enough, you know, you're playing with Gerrard and Lamps, but he could have been a serious piece to a puzzle. But
bro, he was the missing piece, bro.
This
and
is
this, and
why
this is
me and you know that. Why
the
people that make decisions that get paid to, what's going on? And there's probably going to be more players like that, and bring plenty of other examples. People in this country just like name brand and things. Like,
yeah, bro, they waffle, bro. Like man said, man had Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, and Beckham in the same midfield. But you ain't winning football matches with that midfield.
There's no balance in that.
There's no balance. Scholes on the left wing, whatever, bro. And this is what I mean. These men are foolish. Man didn't even try and do a diamond to at least try style it out. Man done a flat 4-4-2. And this is exactly what I'm saying. These men didn't have a clue, bro. There was a lack of tactical versatility. There was a lack of versatility in terms of these English players because they were all playing the same dead formation for their team, for their club teams. And also, them formations weren't emulated with the national team, bro. It was all down to, like my man said, favoritism, because the media used to rattle these managers, and these managers used to pick teams based off what people wanted to see because they were shook to drop people, bro.
They want to see your name in the newspaper and all of them things. For me, I believe in life. If I'm going to lose or fail, let it be because I wanted to do it, innit? I'm not going to let no one else pressure me to do something I don't, because I know when I go to sleep, like if I'm pressured to start someone and I don't believe they should start and I start them and I don't get the result I wanted, I'm going to feel like even more crap because I knew in my heart the same result could have happened. But at least if I do it my way, it is what it is. And you need someone that's very strong-willed to take this England job. And that's why the only exception, I actually think you need a young, impressionable manager with forward-thinking ideas. The only exception I would say, you know, you're not going to go and get Wenger out of that. You're not going to tempt Alex Ferguson to come into this game. You're not going to tempt Klopp to become the manager. The only exception I would say that goes against everything I said is Jose Mourinho, because he's going to get it done. It's not going to be sexy. Not going to be pretty. You might end up hating him.
But he won't listen to them. And that's what it is. Like man saying it's not English managers. It was Sven and Capello that didn't pick Carrick, bro. The media pressure on a foreign manager as an England manager is even more so, bro. Because they don't want you here anyway, blood. Exactly. This is one of the most overtly racist countries on planet Earth.
Why do you think Pep's called overrated? Why do you think they said Wenger who and all of this stuff?
Bro, do you know what I mean? Like, it's the most overtly and covertly racist country at the same time. You know them ones there, because that's what they do, bro. Like, they're blatantly racist, yeah, but then they blatantly hide it. You know, this is what it is. Do you know? They don't want no foreign managers, bro. They'd rather a shit manager manages England, yeah. That's English. That's what they would rather, bro. So let's stop the bullshit, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because if they're not picking the players that these men want to see, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. So we know for a fact that these men are under a lot of pressure to pick certain players and not pick certain players, bro.
Facts.
This is exactly what it is. So that England team there, yeah, cool. 1 to 11, it was all right, but it was never balanced enough. And also the players within them sisters, all of them were overrated to a certain point, because even though we rated them as players, there were foreign players in every team that was better than these, man, bro. There was. But we overlooked them teams and said, oh, we should win because we've got XYZ. Overlooking the amount of Ballon d'Or winners, yeah, and Hall of Fame ballers that were playing for the other countries. How many Ballon d'Or winners do we have in our team?
Scratching your head, mate.
Do you know what I'm saying? But we feel entitled to have won something with these players. But why? Because it's the English entitlement that's always there. It's always there.
Society, they say, Rants, man.
Yeah, it's that. It's that entitlement, bro. It is that entitlement. Because you look at Brazil, them man will have 3 Ballon d'Or winners in their team, but we're supposed to beat them.
The thing
Why?
is, them man are on vibes. There's none of this. Oh, this guy plays for that team and that. We're Brazilian. Let's
Bro,
dance. Rip
Brazil
man
never
and
even had a
Brazilian.
formation. They were like, cool, we're gonna dash these 11 man outside. You man work it out when
Well,
you're
half
out
them
there.
man are not sober. You had Kaka on the God thing and that balancing it out, you know, praying and being sober. All the other dons, bro, man, are lit. They don't even probably remember winning it in 02. It's just vibes. Let's go do some kick-ups and unimaginable
Even
skills.
Jose said, bro, in the recent interview, he said, R9, lazy. He said, this bro don't train.
All the best players. We heard that with Ronaldinho. Obviously, not to these man's realm, but someone like Eden Hazard, you hear these men are dead in training. They don't want to care, don't care about that. They're just going to go out and do the madness. And as long as you go out and do it, it's cool. But that's the problem with these new generation of ballers. If you're going to be a shit trainer, make sure you've got abnormal talent. And most importantly, make sure you do the business. Not everyone's ticking all three. The game's finished. It's done.
But this is it, bro. So this current generation of players, they play for the they're all playing for foreign managers. They got the versatility. Like we were saying, where does Foden play? Does he play in the middle? Does he play on the left? Does he play on the right? We couldn't have that conversation with England players of the yesteryear.
How much man actually want to listen? I'm sure they respect Southgate, but you know, you've been around Arteta, Ten Hag, Pep, Klopp, you know, even Eddie Howe in comparison to Southgate. All of these guys that at some point have been praised or done something or have a certain sort of coaching. You don't want to listen to Southgate, especially if you're a City player. You've got Pep saying all this madness. Southgate's chatting shit to you. Like, they probably look at him like, bro, if you say the wrong thing, I'll slump you. You know, the game's gone, man. England's finished. Finished. But I'm going to be shameless when the Euros comes until the heartbreak.
Nah, of course. Do you know what I mean? So, bro, I honestly think this is the squad. I think this is the squad. This squad is the squad that they thought this so-called this golden era was, bro. Because when you look at all these players now. You look at Foden can play across the front line. He's even played in the false 9 for Man City. You know what I mean? We know the same can go for Grealish. The same thing can go for even players like Colwell, blood. He's playing left back at the moment for Chelsea. We know he can play centre back. Like, these are versatile players. If the manager gets the right system, he has a chance of doing stuff. Because also the overall level of football has declined massively, bro.
Hello, how many entertaining footballers or entertaining football matches have you seen this season or in the last 3 years? You probably count on one hand the amount of times you've been romanticized with what you've seen on a pitch. Other than that, you're scratching your head.
This is it, bro.
The game is finished.
100%. So it's just like the Champions League. When you look in the Champions League, it's Man City or Real Madrid. Outside of that, it's anyone's. It's anyone's because PSG are rubbish. You know, like that. And we saw how dead Bayern are, bro. Now, after what happened to Bayern Munich, it just makes Man United, finishing bottom of the group look even worse. Because this Bayern Munich team's trash. They're trash. That's a group that we should have finished top of, bro.
Tuchel's trying to do too much at this moment in time,
bro. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you look at football as a whole, the general level of football as like, it's imploded, bro, to the point where, based on the players that England have, and based on the players everyone else has, because you have to keep that in mind as well. I'm only looking at Portugal and France and saying, yo, like, these men have got some deep squads. When I'm looking at Italy, I'm not like, oh, nah. When I'm looking at these other teams, I'm not really.
Only exception of Italy, you know, the man.
But they know they got the scumbag mentality. They know how to get
done,
innit? Do you know what I'm saying? They know how to get done. Do you know what I'm saying? They know how to get it done. So that's what I mean. Germany are playing Kai Havertz up front, bro.
Playing him left back. They're not serious. Shouldn't be
playing. They're not
anyways.
serious. Do you know what I mean? So when you look at it, it's like the main big guns, that we used to look at as powerhouses in football, they're not good anymore. They're not good anymore.
Spain ain't lit like that. They play football, but there's no soul to it.
That's it. Spain, Italy, and Germany ain't lit right now, and that's weird to say because those are the teams that you would expect in the
probably back all of them. I'd say Germany of recent years are probably changed, but you back all of them to outperform England.
There you go.
So the games.
And this is the thing. So when you look at this era now that we're in, and the players England have, if they don't get it done now, they never will. They never ever will. No, I'm saying
again, the thing is, like, there should be a way of play. And the thing is, you look at Saka, Jude, Foden, Rice, half of these players, they're young. They've gone through 2 competitions, or a crop of them should have. If you can't win next year, everything should be moving along so that I think 2026 in America, the World Cup, You bring that home. Obviously, you've got you know, the Argentina, all of these people come into it, but you should go into it with relative confidence. But wait, I'm sure we're gonna sit here year after year on your channel and have this same conversation. Like,
and nothing
really,
ain't gonna
truly.
happen.
Like,
Facts.
yeah,
Until
it'll be
Southgate leaves.
nucleus. Give it 5 years, we'll be saying the same about the next folding of this gen and whatever. Like, it's done. Like,
Yeah. No, you're right. Until Southgate leaves, yeah, man can't say with chest that we deserve to win anything. That's just how it is, isn't it?
exactly.
No. So yeah, yo, people, big up everyone inside. Smash up the like button. You already know what time it is. We're redirecting to Deluded channel as well. Let them know what's coming up, bro.
2:30. I'm with Dan Potts, so it's an Arsenal chat. We're going to speak. Well, we know Mbappe's not signing for Arsenal, but we're going to humour ourselves. We're going to talk about everything Arsenal related. Then 3:45, I'm going to do my home stream, and then yeah, tomorrow it's watch along business, and yeah, man, that's it really, my dude.
Come on, people. So yeah, make sure you smash the like on this video. Make sure you smash a like on Deluded's video.
Make
when
sure.
you guys get sent over there. Do you know what I mean? It helps grow the channels, people. Appreciate
Come
you
on.
lot. Yeah, man. Back again at 5 p.m. with Ghana, people. You already know what time it is. I'll catch you guys in a bit.